put the clamps on a Lynx team that led the WNBA in offensive rating, held them to 37% shooting. Much more of the defensive performance Becky Hammond had been seeking for this early season, as trying to build off that Washington win. A high-low, Parker Tyus, tough finish right into the chest of Kia Stokes. She's playing out of position last year, yet she still earned her first All-Star appearance.
Yeah, she was incredible last season. So, like you said, playing her natural position only makes it easier for her.
And a mid-range touch by Ryan Howard.
And right now, defensively, the Dream, they've had the power stacked and just really trying to close in on the paint and not allowing any penetration or paint points.
Don't want to sleep on Tina Charles from deep. Against the back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year, and A'ja Wilson finally finds the stroke. Aces' first field goal on their 7th attempt at 7-3 Dream.
Yeah, this is a low-scoring first quarter. Both teams trying to just make something happen, and A'ja Wilson just did it with that layup.
A two-time MVP knows how to make it happen. She had 53 by herself last year here. Another team on pace for 53 right now. Turnover, Wilson, give and go from Plum. And for the first time, the Aces have the lead. 6th in the league in blocks last year. Wilson off the inbound, soft touch. Final seconds of the first quarter. Final seconds of the first quarter. Dangerfield fading over Plum and knocks it down. Coast to coast for Crystal Dangerfield. And it takes us to the end of quarter number 1. Now, right now, with that miss from Powers, Dream are 1 for their last 14 from the floor. Let's be pleased on that end. Here's Gustafson connecting from downtown.
The Dream have to get out and defend the three with the post players that the Aces have. They have some range and they can shoot it.
Dangerfield left alone, and she answers right back. Has to reset to Dangerfield. He throws it right into Gustafson. Long way to connect on that pass. Now Plum taking it coast to coast for the finish. Makes it 18-13 Aces, 2 minutes gone by second quarter. Plum on the pull-up, and now starting to heat up. Kelsey Plum forces the Atlanta timeout.
Get a key vet out of retirement to try and win another championship.
I'd say having Wilson, Young, Gray, and Plum is pretty persuasive as that three falls from Young. Took the contact, and it'll be a chance for a 4-point play. Has Young on her in the corner. Dangerfield probing. Out it comes. Charles, good. 2 of 7 from the floor. Oh, Dangerfield high off the glass and in.
And Dangerfield is having a game. We talk about the game she had against the Mystics. Didn't score against the Mystic on the road Wednesday night. Dangerfield has been incredible. A big lift for the Dream off the bench tonight.
Started for the Wings in the playoff series against the Dream last year, as that one splashes down from Ryan Howard. I know you're a practicing attorney. There is this thing called plausible deniability on illegal screens as well in the W. But that one looked pretty cut and dry. Wilson lines one up. Can't knock it down from 3. Haley Jones, her career high was 23 against the Aces here last year. It was somewhat overshadowed, Fallon, by A'ja Wilson's 53-piece. Ryan Howard leading the league in steals, misses on the layup coast to coast, and the Aces want to run.
And that's just crazy. A'ja Wilson can just alter a shot. Woo,
and here she is, fit on the lane, little bit of a bobble, but she finishes anyway. Out to Wilson. Martin and Wilson playing the 2-man game. Who says Gamecock and Hawkeye fans can't get along? And 2 more for A'ja Wilson. Howard on Plum, kicks, Hillman on the rim, had a clean look.
She did.
Boy, and a lapse in transition for the Dream and an easy bucket by Young. Howard drops it off to Parker Tyus. Gray for 3, good. That is her favorite spot. She had 4 threes the other night to pace the Dream to the win over the Mystics. Remember, the Dream jumped out to that 7-0 start. Aces had missed 9 of their first 10. They opened the second half with a 6-point lead and an open look for Plum, and that is clinical.
That is.
Good shutdown defense by the second-year pro Haley Jones. Plum wants it right back. The pocket pass to Wilson. Striding through, score, and 1. Cashes out the end 1, gives her 15 for the game. Largest lead for Las Vegas of a dozen. Charles off to Gray, raises up, knocks it down. That is a sorely needed bucket from Alicia Gray.
And you're right, Alicia Gray, she pointed straight to Tina Charles, thanking her for that pass and the assist.
Another dump-off pass, and Wilson once again strokes it off the feed from Young.
And this has been a good sign for the Dream. The last couple of possessions, they've been limiting the Aces just to one shot.
Wanted to attack on Clark again, not that time. Oh, and rocket up the court from Plum to Wilson. That was a rope. Charles down the shoot, Jones. Had the height mismatch on Plum and drops it in. Powers can't get the bucket. Oh, and watch out, a pickpocket by Powers. She took Young's lunch for the easy lay-in.
She did, and maybe that could get the Dream going, get some energy in this building.
Gray, good for three. Her second knockdown from downtown in this game. It forces a Las Vegas timeout, and all of a sudden the margin is down to one. Martin still searching. Finds Plum. Sheds Howard on the screen and connects on the three.
And it totally changed the momentum. 5
seconds left in the quarter. Up ahead Wilson. In on Jones, count it, and one.
To get a win in this game, and also she said they've got to move and they've got to share the ball, because at the end of the day it comes down to ball movement, but it also comes down to stops and protecting the ball.
All right, thank you to nature. The basket by Plum regains the lead for the Aces. Oh, overpowering Tina Charles.
Hey, that
is
was
a vintage Tina Charles post-up.
And she has it after that layup.
Yeah, she had 17 and 15 boards in the win over the Mystics. Here's Plum for three. Snipes another one.
Right now, the Dream, they're going to have to turn it up on defense, just like they did in that third quarter.
Wilson finds her spot, splashes it down. 24 for A'ja Wilson. And now here's Young off the window, through the hands of Wilson. Dream looking to push. Gray from the corner, bottoms. The wily veteran, Alicia Clark. The drop off. Parker Titus gets two, and they will score it, and a foul. But 5:55 is an eternity when you're trying to close out the two-time defending champs. A post touch for Gray, the fadeaway over Wilson, no. Over the top goes Charles for the rebound. Gray with a three, got it.
Well,
Wilson from the elbow. Dishing to an open Clark, and that's a big one from Alicia Clark. Just her 9th three of the year. Plum hits the deck. Gray didn't do anything with it. Shot clock at 3. Howard has to create, leading in and hitting it.
And that might be the shot she needed.
Up by 4, 26 seconds to play. Inbound thrown to Wilson, to Young, getting around her defender, and the layup good. Still a two-possession game, but they need a triple. Young lays it off. Wilson in deep, takes the bump, banks it in, 5.7 seconds to go. And they will not foul. And the Dream get it done tonight in come-from-behind fashion against the defending champs.